Ever since the lockdown happened, I find myself spending more and more hours binge watching either on Netflix or YouTube. If I'm not working my ass out, then I'm probably just laying down dito sa sala namin or nakahiga sa kama. But either or, it's making my already flat ass even flatter, if that's even a word. But you know what I mean. And as a crazy 26-year-old millennial that I am, I find myself enticed with contents that promote productivity. I personally call this a string of prods, where YouTubers, vloggers, influencers, and even some of the people who I personally know kind of put you in a certain kaleidoscope of being one. A productive, never a sluggish potato who tends to always stick with the routine and gets every damn task done. But before anything else, let's first define what productivity means. I've asked some of my friends to help me with some of their practical definitions and some takeaways in this area. Hello pa.
Hello.
Okay.
Ano ba?
Game eyes.
Hala! Camera sa'yo ko.
Productivity is making progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yung parang, each day, parang it is important that you know that you are making progress sa mga goals mo, sa mga tasks mo, na hindi kailangan perfect. Importante, you're making progress. That's when you know that you are productive.
Sa akin, hindi kailangan is malaking bagay yung magiging output mo. Pero more on, may satisfaction siya sa feeling. For example, writing a poem, creating artworks, form na yun ng productivity.
I think the productivity naman, hindi naman talaga sa mali. Ayan. May ano naman talaga siya. Like, it's positive, may positive talaga sa bagay. Yung being productive, di ba? Parang, siyempre, di ba? Para may ma-accomplish tayo, para maging functional, para magawa natin yung mga required of us. Ganun. Pero I think nagiging mali. So when it becomes like an addiction already, parang gano'n yung sinasabi nga kanina na compulsion, gano'n. Tapos para ang mangyayari kasi dyan is ikaw yung magsasuffer kasi over yung productive ka. So parang it might lead to burnout. Some people nag-fall into anxiety, depression, etc.
Tinanong ko na rin siya kung how was her productivity ngayong pandemic.
Sa iba kasi siya nanggagaling. Dati hindi naman ako ganun ka-productive. I mean, sakto lang. Like, hindi naman ako naglalag sa mga trabaho ko. Pero I used to be so slow in accomplishing tasks. Ganon. Kailangan niya maayos palagi, perfect. Ganon. Kaya sobrang I seem to be so, I appear to be so slow in accomplishing tasks. Ganon. Kaya nang umuwi ako dito, dahil ako sa business, environment and all. Tapos nagka-pandemya, nag-iba yung dynamics ko when it comes to work. Sobrang ako, hindi naman sobrang bilis, pero ang dami kong masyadong na-accomplish. Ganun. Nung pandemya, nag-work from home ako. Tapos, meron pa akong ministry.
Okay.
Tapos, meron akong klase. May mga online class ako na ini-enrollan. So, medyo weird yung dynamics kong yun. Kasi, personal lang. Nag-enroll ako ng apologetics, nag-enroll ako sa Henry Cloud, mga ganun. Kasi hindi ako tulog. So, buong araw ako nag-work. Tapos, madalas, mga 3 na ako nakakatulog, ganun. Nag-online class na ako. Tapos, sa una, parang, ang galing naman, gano'n. Parang nakaya lahat. Parang gano'n. Tapos, na-accomplish lahat. Tapos sobrang active, may my mind. Parang sobrang, doon nung una parang I love to learn lang. Parang ang dami ko lang gustong matutunan ng mga topics, yung mga interested ako na topics. Kasi nga yung apologetics, napunta ako sa like boundaries ni Henry Cloud and so on and so forth. Parang gano'n. Hanggang sa naging siya, parang siyang compulsion, parang gano'n. Hanggang sa parang naa-anxious ako kung hindi ko siya nagagawa.
Ang napansin ko lang din sa sarili ko by the time we've reached the third or fourth month of this lockdown, mas naging productive ako pagdating sa mismong work. Like my actual working work. But became least productive with my extracurricular works like stretching or working out, cooking or preparing meals, decluttering, organizing, etc., etc. It could have been the daily working from home setup that kind of dictated my mind not to be sloppy in terms of work because that comes from me being privileged of just staying in the comforts of my home. So I felt the urge to be at the very least, diba? Very least be responsible and to have that certain discipline to do my job efficiently and get my tasks done kasi yun na lang yung pwede ko may contribute as far as my little effort goes sa society natin. It also could have been the effect of the ever influencing and always moving world of social media. I mean, to give you a breakdown of how my day goes like in the most honest way and how the social media affects how I roll it. So just a bit of a context, my work follows the UK time, which makes my regular working hours from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. So I usually wake up at around 11 a.m., make my coffee, devo, plan my day, then social media, go on Instagram and YouTube until at least 1:30 p.m. Then eat lunch siguro by 2 p.m. Then prepare for work, then work, and in between work, I take a break via social media. And I pack up at around... The wind is so loud. And I pack up at around 11 p.m. Then social media break muna bago mag-half bath or sa Ilocano aglabar. Yes. And back to bed with, of course, social media on hand again. Partida na to I only consume at least 4 medium, mainly YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, and the very least, Facebook. Imagine the effect of me being influenced by just these 4 platforms in one day and repeat that in a month, at least 3 to 5 months now, and boom, you get the picture. Like when I go to YouTube, the YouTubers that I follow tend to feed a piece of that productivity meat to me. It's also the same in Instagram. Influencers tend to leave a bread of crumbs that is, that are usually irresistibly aesthetically good not to follow, not to do in your actual life. And as from my perspective, productivity now has a face and sadly a uniform. Parang halos nagiging parehas na lang ng format. It's either you're up in the morning to make iced coffee, signed up for online yoga, you're always on the go, being active even indoors. You get what I mean? I mean, I don't have anything against this, but I felt like it's like I'm being trapped with the idea that if I'm not doing enough, I kind of feel shameful that I'm not doing in as much as the other person is. Gets ba?
May nabasa ako. Pwede ba mag-input? Oo. uso kasi to nung pandemya, ito. Sabi nga dito, if you don't come out of this quarantine with a new skill, your side hustle started, your side hustle started, more knowledge. You never lack time, you lack discipline. Medyo, ano to, di ba? Parang, nasa share siya. Ganon. Pero, nung una, parang hindi ko naman sa napansin na, ay malito, parang gano'n. Ganun kasi nga sa akin, sobrang productive ko talaga. Parang ang dami kong mababasa at pag-aaralan, gano'n. Pero, pinost ko kasi ni Dr. Caroline, yung isang neuroscientist na sila-follow natin, parang gano'n. Rinipost niya, isasend ko na lang yung image sa'yo, Hans, no? Parang, inano niya, dinelete niya yung you never lack time, you lack discipline. Tapos pinalitan niya ng, if you don't come out of this quarantine with a new skill, blah, 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 you're doing just fine, sabi niya. You're going through a collective traumatic experience. Not everyone has the privilege of turning a pandemic into something fun or productive. So stay healthy.
And in the last couple of months, I think I have forgotten how to take a rest. Like genuine rest. As a matter of fact, I've originally planned this video to be one of those get productive with me videos. In fact, I was done with my initial draft of the video, but I felt like I wasn't being true and accurate as to what I really feel towards it. So the next clip would be like the original draft and the initial draft of the video that I was talking about, but eventually got disregarded along the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got tricked into thinking that I'm at home. Nasa bahay lang naman ako. Wala namang mangyayari sa akin. At the very least, I could rest, diba? And I have this notion na ang bahay equates to pahinga. But with all the chaos that are happening within our nation and apparently in the entire world, resting has now become a symbol of apathy, or at least for me, apathy or passivity, na parang pag nagpahinga ka, that means you're not doing anything. But sometimes I realize that not doing anything actually means you're doing something. So in the past few months, I've been spending more time offline. Been reflecting on the things that are in line and even the things that are out of line with my growth as an imperfectly yet constantly learning human being.
For some, they're really struggling to be they're really struggling coping with what's happening. Like coping with the uncertainty, with the anxiety, ganun. And baka hindi talaga sila makagalaw kasi we either respond we respond pag na-overwhelm tayo ng mga bagay-bagay. Pwede tayo mag-flight, mag-fight, mag-freeze, parang ganun. For some people, nag-freeze talaga sila and they are being paralyzed by fear and anxiety. Ganun. And baka sa sobrang promotion natin ng productivity, nagigets mo yun. Baka they feel the pressure and the pressure that we're giving or yung binibigay natin, yung binibigay sa kanila. Pero hindi na sa magiging helpful. Instead, mas nakakaano pa sa
there's a certain danger in getting trapped in the productivity hole. But you also have to learn to rest, Hannah. And it's okay to rest, Hannah.